you creators out there.
I'm Joe.
And I'm Belle.
And together,
We're Josh and Belle Create. This is part 2 of talking about MCU Disney Plus shows.
So we're going to talk about Moon Knight, Ms. Marvel, and She-Hulk. First,
Moon Knight. Okay, now this is a good show, and it's one of the shows where one of the first shows that Marvel has introduced a new character out of like those
the Disney Plus.
The Disney
shows,
Plus ones, because like, you know, WandaVision, we know Hawkeye, we know Loki.
Yeah.
He kept like waking up in random places, and at first I thought it was a dream the first time he did that, and he was like in a village with like yeah, I thought it was a dream at first.
I already knew he had like other personality.
I just like how he shifts from being Mark Spector to like Steven Grant. You know, he has a lot of memorable lines too.
Yeah, and how they have different costumes.
Yeah. When they turn into the Moon Knight.
You know, obviously he has like different power sets, different like strengths as both Mark and Steven. But the whole split personality thing is like a huge weakness to them.
Yeah. The first episode was all like, it already hooked me with like the bed and the sand around the bed.
Yeah. And I like how like each episode is presents itself too, because even though it's only 6 episodes, I feel like each episode does what it does well. Like the first episode, it like introduces you to Steven and what's going on, and like hooks you. The second episode, like you get to see more of Moon Knight and Mr. Knight, and it's like it still focuses on Steven, and then the third episode focuses more on Mark. And then the fourth episode, like, he loses his powers, and then it kind of focuses more on Layla. And then the fifth...
She was also a good character.
Yeah, and then the 5th episode is kind of like backstory. And then the last episode, like, concludes it all. Like, they all did what they did well. The action was good, but it felt more so, like, about the characters, especially Mark and Steven.
A lot of heavy things.
The villain,
like
the villain was really good too.
She was really good with like being that therapist, and at the same time,
yeah, I've seen like that kind of bait and switch where you think it's all in the main character's head. I've seen that before in like other stuff, but
also the reveal of how Mark created Steven. It was just sad because, you know, like in the beginning he would always like call his mom every day. And apparently he wasn't talking to anyone. You know, Steven Grant became this like defense mechanism. When
like a part
Mark
of him
becomes threatened or something, Steven starts to appear, you know, everything good happening. He knows the answers. And you know, it's really useful and it's really cool how like Steven Grant knows all these things about Egyptian stuff, and Mark doesn't know that much. And even though they're in the same body and share the same brain, he needs to switch into Steven to know all these things.
It's very similar to the Hulk, if you think about it, because like the Hulk also has like 2 different personalities where like it's the scientist and then there's like the strong guy, the fighter.
And then we get, what's his name, the new guy,
Jake Lockley.
Yeah, I don't know why I keep thinking Josue, but
season 2.
yeah, definitely there will be. With that cliffhanger, a 3rd personality. We don't even know where he came from. And I guess he was doing
but
he was doing all the other
like
killings.
in after credits. Because some of the after credit scenes for some of the Marvel stuff, I feel like should just be that literal end of the movie. Because I know most like Marvel or MCU fans like know that there's an after credits, so they wait. But I feel like not everyone knows or not everyone checks.
Yeah.
Like some people will just check out after
I know people.
credits.
Yeah.
And I feel like the ending just wouldn't be the same without that cliffhanger. Because you're like, oh, that's it, that's the ending, and then you see that cliffhanger, and you're like, oh, okay. Miss Marvel.
Miss Marvel.
Which wasn't a bad show. I really enjoyed it. But this is the one where I really wish they had either more episodes or they focused more on certain things. It felt like there was a plot for a season 1 and a plot for a season 2. And the plot for season 2 was like sandwiched in between the season 1 plot. But it was all one season. Yeah, she like flew to there.
But it took a while for her to go there.
But that was like 2 episodes. She was there for like 2 episodes. Which means there's only 4 episodes where she's in New Jersey.
Yeah, and then there was a whole other episode where she was in India for like the flashback. I mean, not like she was there, but like like the whole thing that like the whole episode
like, gone
was like India. Yeah,
most
she
of
wasn't.
The episode.
She wasn't in the India part. She was just like at the last part where the train station was
and
at.
The weird part was I was enjoying the first half of that episode, even though it had almost nothing to do with the rest of the episode or the rest of the show. It was weird. There was almost like a history lesson while also getting to know these other characters, which you didn't necessarily need to know that much about, or it could have been done better within the time. I don't know. There was a lot of weird choices like that. But I really liked the characters in this one.
It was like she made it really good. Her acting. Her name's Iman.
Yeah, the actors made the show. Rather than the writers.
Yeah. And the thing was, she's actually a Marvel fan and a Miss Marvel fan.
Yeah.
It just felt so short. Like, remember, like whenever we watched and like suddenly it's like end credits and I'm like, that's it?
Yeah, the episodes themselves felt short.
I'm like, that's it?
Yeah.
That's all we get? We wait a whole week for this little chunk?
It's so weird.
I also like the powers. The crystal-y things.
At first I was kind of like upset that they like changed it. You know, she's just supposed to have like stretchy powers and then like shape-shifting. But they kind of still had that.
Yeah,
just
it was
a
just
little
crystallized.
Bit yeah.
And she's able to make these discs so she can step on it. The
Great.
pacing would be fine if the show was longer. Yeah. But yeah.
But look at Moon Knight and what they did with their 6 episodes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Everything was just so compressed and it all fit.
I really liked they would have like graphics like along the walls and when they're texting there would be graphics.
Yeah. I like that. I like that. Although
I wish there was more, because like it seemed like most of it was in the first episode especially. And there wasn't as much in the later episodes, but as much as there was, I really enjoyed it.
She-Hulk. Let me tell you this. When I saw the poster and when I saw the trailer, I just saw her and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's like a green pea or like string bean, like commercial girl that could be in a packet of frozen peas. And I don't know about you, but when she moves, it's kind of awkward looking. when she
Okay.
moves and fights.
Before
it's
we
kinda
say
awkward.
any more, let's try and talk about
The good things.
the good things, if we can find any. Okay,
Wong.
Wong. Okay, now let's talk about the rest.
Hey guys, this is Josh from the future, and I want to let you all know that we did in fact finish She-Hulk, and the best parts of the show were with Wong and Daredevil, and the last episode was absolutely the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. So yeah.
A good thing about it was Wong, and also I liked the girl, the drunk.
Yeah,
At first,
well,
I thought she was annoying.
She was annoying.
She was
but,
annoying until.
But put her next to Wong, and
Yeah,
they're the perfect
funny.
duo.
They're like funny, yeah.
I like Hulk, but I don't like what they did to Hulk. But in the first episode, I did agree with Hulk.
I didn't really like how easily Jen could control Hulk. She-Hulk.
Yeah. I
Like-
didn't like that either.
Like, I just felt like it was so unfair and so weird too. Cause like, isn't like she like a Hulk's like trigger thingy is like anger and fear.
Yeah.
But like, she got rid of that. Like, she didn't feel like an attorney to me. She just felt like someone who was like desperate to get a date. It was so.
And she like says stuff that like an attorney should know some of these things. Like, she talks about like copyright, like, oh, Thor and Doctor Strange don't have to copyright their names, even though they're real names. And she acts like she doesn't know how copyright works. And she tries to like do this whole episode where she tries to get her name She-Hulk, even though she didn't like it to begin with. And then she spends that whole episode trying to get the rights to that, even though she doesn't have the rights to that because they were already copyrighted. But she wins, even though that's not how copyrights work.
Anything about being a lawyer, even though she said that she spent half of her life studying law.
And even says how incompetent men explain their area of expertise to her, even though they probably should, because she doesn't know what she's doing.
She doesn't know what she's
All
doing.
the while explaining the Hulk's area of expertise to him.
Lack personality. The Vision is also non-existent. I don't know.
The CGI is bad.
The CGI is bad. Side plots are just
all
over the place.
Whether relevant or not.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know what's relevant.
Everything was just so random happening. It's just okay. What is the main goal? You can't see it. It's not clear.
There's a lot of things that
What?
feels like it's supposed to be humor,
What does
but
she
it's not.
Does she want this? Does she want that? No, she just wants a date.
There's a lot of things in the show where it feels like it's supposed to be like a comedy setting. Like they're trying to set up some sort of like jokes or something, but then there's like no jokes. Like they're trying to make something funny, but nothing is funny.
And the fourth wall.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So guys, here we are. This is our review. We're reviewing She-Hulk. It's really bad. It's like our I don't know if you can tell, but we're like, sitting back here against the wall because we're just super bored out of our mind talking about this god awful show. Is this annoying? Am I in your face? This show has so many fourth wall breaks from the main character, and it's literally all of the fourth wall breaks is just exposition of things that you already know.
And like the people in the background are just like doing their thing. Like, as if they don't hear her, which they probably do.
Even though Hulk heard her and looked back, he heard her and then he looked back. But then after that, no one heard her. What?
Uh-huh. She's ruining the magic. She's ruining the magic of why the
What
fourth
magic?
wall should be there. She's like, you know what I'm saying? She just ruined it. Like,
Wong shows up and she's like, "Oh, you're smiling because Wong is here, right, guys? Because you don't want to see me, you want to see Wong." Yes, we want to see more Wong.
okay.
Stop telling us what we want. We know what we want.
Calm
Stop
down.
teasing us like that.
Calm down.
And give us more Wong.
Calm.
Because he's in like every
Calm
Marvel project now. Right? He's
Yeah,
in
Shang-Chi.
Yeah, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange,
Shang-Chi.
Spider-Man. He's everywhere. And I'm not even complaining.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let's just get this out of the water here, okay? The first 6 shows are like up here, and
She-Hulk is just like
way
down there to the core of the
way
earth.
down. How do you rank them?
First off is Moon Knight, Hawkeye. I want to say Loki, and then Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, and Miss Marvel. What about you?
Moon Knight, Hawkeye, Loki, Miss Marvel, WandaVision, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Thank you for watching. I know we had a lot to say, and we still have a lot to say about them, but like, comment down below what you think of Moon Knight,
Any
Miss
of
Marvel,
these shows.
yeah, any of these shows. What's your favorite show? What's your least favorite show? You can rank them. You can comment anything and about this video, about the shows and all that.
How much you want to see Wong again?
And yeah, favorite characters, anything.
Yes.
Yeah. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, and
Hit that notification bell.
And don't forget,
The
possibilities are endless. Yeah.
Yeah.